What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to serve anyone that's looking to level up from the current situation. This show is dedicated to helping raising the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts out there, those who want more out of life, those who want to be more, those who want to do more, those who love the thrill, the joy, and the connection of what high performance engines bring into our lives. My friends, because holding it wide open is what we do. Being a great fucking person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about our passions, the things that fuel our soul, those extreme activities that not everyone likes, but those who do can relate deeper than anything else. My friends, today we're going to be talking about motorsports, and I love this topic. It's what really helps me thrive, what keeps me alive, like what just brings this fire, this burning desire to keep doing more into my life. I'll take a quick, took a quick water there because my throat was getting a little raspy. But you see, a life built without passions is just an ordinary life. You're not going to have the fire to create. You're not going to be able to produce this sense of feeling alive. You're not going to be able to give your mind the freedom it really needs to thrive. Like if you're just working all the time and you never take time to feed your soul, to do the things that light you up, to just live with what makes you smile, what makes you come alive, then your mind is never going to have those times to really start producing great ideas for you, because you're never going to be able to disconnect and just be present with the things that you like. And if you made it this far into the series, this is episode 9, it really means that you resonate with me. Either you resonate with me or you're just supporting me and you want to see where this goes through. This is the beginning of something great. This is the beginning of a long journey. I don't see me ever stopping these. Since episode 9, this year we're going to knock out over 155 episodes. So join me on this journey, because living your life wide open is not something that we do just once. It's not something we do once in a while. It's not something we do when we fucking feel like it. It's something that we fucking live into. It's a complete shift. It's a complete lifestyle changes. It's the identity that you take on, because how we do one thing is how we do everything. You see, the term holding the throttle completely open, that's where it comes from. Rather you hold your throttle on a motorcycle, or you push the gas pedal on your truck, on your car, on your boat, whatever it is that you're driving. If it has an engine, then people like us hold that throttle open, like wide fucking open, a lot. And if this is resonating with you, this means that you're my type of people, because that's just what we do. We love the extreme sports. We love the thrill and joy and connection of what high performance engines bring into our lives. Fucking living your life wide open is just this lifestyle of how we do one thing is how we do everything, and merging our passion for motorsports into becoming the best versions of that we can be is really the theme, the mission of what brings us all together here. And so I want to just go a little bit deep on this, because one day I was reflecting on my thoughts. I was just pondering of like how things are going, where things are moving. Like I was just having one of those reflection type moments. And I truly feel like that's like got through this vision, and it's like, man, that's when it all came to me. Like I literally was like telling myself, I was like, how we do one thing is how we do everything. Okay. How we do one thing is how we do everything. Oh shit, how we do one thing is how we do everything. Yes, wide open. And that's what we do. That's what we do. Like living your life wide open is who we are. And so merging motorsports with self-improvement and everything needed to be successful in life is the breakthrough that happened that day. Like and helping others improve their situation, but connecting us through what makes our souls light on fire is what this movement is all about. Like it truly is. Like, fuck. So many people out there will say, "Oh, you gotta grow up. Oh, when are you gonna stop riding your motorcycle? When are you gonna stop racing your car?" Like, fuck you. What? When are you gonna stop applying to what you should be like? Like, that's the problem that I see out there. So many fucking adults forget what truly lights them on fire, that they become this fucking stubborn, cranky, fucking whack ass human being who's never truly present and never truly like leans into who they are, who they were as a kid. Like, and if that's hitting you right now, it's probably because you don't do nothing that makes you thrive. And I'm challenging you to think through what did you used to do as a little kid that made you come alive. Like for me, it was motorcycles. Like I had an imaginary motorcycle as a little kid. I would turn that thing on, I would ride it everywhere, I would make noises. And I can't wait till I have kids, so that I can have imaginary motorcycles with them. And we're gonna have real motorcycles too. And like I never, God willing, be my witness. I hope that it never comes a day where I'm not riding motorcycles. Like they truly bring joy into my life. Um, I love them. Like, and to be fully transparent, I hope that there never comes a time in my life where I'm not even be able to ride. Like I picture myself being an old grandpa, old man, like still riding my Harley at that point, I guess, or whatever it may be, still wheeling, still hooning, still going fast, still chasing the adrenaline, still doing wild things, still racing, still drifting, still mudding, still doing wheelies, still doing anything that has an extreme sport vibe to it, because that's all me. Like it really is. And that, what I've learned, is what helps me thrive and what helps me shine and what helps me become alive, so that I can go and crush it in other areas of my life. In moments of my life that I've noticed, and I'm thinking back now, that I've had periods of time in my life where I didn't enjoy my passions, I became bitter. I got burnt out. My bright ideas ran out because it didn't give my mind time to flourish, to fucking thrive with what I really liked. Just because you're a grown adult doesn't mean that you have to give up who you are. Like I truly feel like, you heard that saying, men never really grow up, their toys just get more expensive. Well, that's gonna be us. As a matter of fact, my wife, I want to put this on there on my notes. If you see me looking up a little bit, I just want to throw, I have some notes there. I like to be prepared. Um, kind of a outline of what I hit, the topics I want to hit on this episode, and I'm evolving. On the first or second and third, you probably saw me reading a lot, and oh man, I want to be here. I want to be to the camera. I want to just talk. So I write down some points. I want to make sure I talk about it. And so my wife sent me this post the other day, actually, and it showed like a whole mess of civilian type of people who are not in the army, people who are not really going fighter jets, and it showed all these people getting into a fighter jet. And when the pilot was going and pulling G's and like doing all this crazy stuff with the jet, like all these people, all these normal people started to pass out. Like they really did. And then they showed this old man, 96 years old. This old man was like walking. They had to help him inside the fighter jet. And this guy was an old army veteran. I think he served like in World War II or something like that. But he was an old army veteran, and he used to fly fighter jets back in his days. And so they got this guy and they helped him into the jet. And this is all in a video. I saw it online. And guess what? This guy, old man, was there, and they showed the engine pulling G's and the same moves and maneuvers that everyone else was passing up. And this old man was just there looking around, kind of had like a smile on his face. He was enjoying the moment. He was feeling alive. Could you imagine those feelings of those memories that old man had? Like, this is the stuff that I'm preaching about, because that's the type of shit that helps me be alive. And I never want to stop doing that. For a period of my life, I stopped it, and I became fucking whack and bitter and unhealthy, and like I truly stopped enjoying life, because I stopped enjoying what makes me feel alive. It really does. Like, and I get it, and not everyone is gonna understand that, but if you do, then you're my kind of people. Like, you see, because I've learned, I've grown, and I've evolved into a better man. And what has taught me is that the core fundamentals that I have found in order to be true, for you to have a successful life, for you to thrive in all areas of your life. I'm not talking about just one, because I'm not call it out there, and I have a lot of friends like this. You thrive in one area of your life, but every other fucking area is shitty. Like you see these gangster ass fucking riders, but they make no money and they live at home in their mid 40s and like they have no future. You see the same thing with race car, with drifters, with people who like to race. Like, bro, let's be the best we can be and become the fucking leaders so that we can inspire others to do more and be more. That's what we're all about. So what I've learned is that in order to have a successful life, in order to have a successful, like just well balanced, is that you need to be able to work on your mind. You need to be able to work on your body. You need to be able to work on your spirituality. You need to work on your business. You need to be able to work on your passions, which is what we're talking about today. You also need to be able to work on your relationships, which is one I left out. And oh my God, the first big mistake of the podcast. Stop it, cancel it. That's it. We're not doing this no more. No, we're going to keep moving forward. I'm here to show you everything. That one was such a core fundamental to me that I totally slipped my mind. But those are the things: your mind, your body, your spirituality, your relationships, your business, your passions. Those are the things that make you a well-rounded individual. And I call those my 5 to thrive, which one now is going to become a new name because I didn't realize that I had left one out. But it's okay. We fucking figure it out and we keep rolling. Like, just because I left something else doesn't mean, oh, cancel the show, cancel the show. No, man. We roll with it because I've noticed that when one of those is off balance, everything seems off balance. And for a long time, I thought that in order to be successful, I had to give up who I was inside. Like the need to feed my adrenaline, the need and the love and the passion I have for motorsports, to ride motorcycles, to live free. It's what really working in corporate America led me to believe that was not welcome. And maybe it was the people that I was around. Maybe it was the vibe of the crowd that I was around in town. Whatever it is, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, and with certainty I felt this, that there's a lot of people out there that don't welcome the way we live our life, and that's okay. And to be fair, some of us, including me, we didn't do a very good job showing others that we were good people at hearts. We let the wildness of the game cover up the great qualities that we all have. And so many of us are victim to that. It really is. We let society cast this dark vision over us because of all the wild shit that we like to do. Like, you see, this is deeper than that. And I want you to look into yourself. I want you to like really speak truth into what you're doing, because me reflecting, I was able to see the truth into what I was doing. And I, quite frankly, to be 100% transparent, I was ashamed of what I saw because I was living proof. Yeah, there are those outliers. Every group has them. But the majority of us contributing to their stereotype of those guys that they don't have anything good going for them, that's what I'm here to break. That's what I'm here to change forever, with good reason. However fucking long it takes, that is the movement that we're building. Is it going to take time? Bro, anything worthwhile and that is massive, it's going to take effort and time to achieve. But know that I'm fucking all in. I love motorcycles. I love racing. I love drifting. I love going fast. I love doing burnouts. I love hanging on the limiter. That's just who I am. And through all that, through my transformation, God gave me this vision and the moral obligation to help my people do the same. Be true to your passions, but be a good fucking person while doing it. As simple as that sounds. It actually didn't sound so simple to me back then. It actually sounded very complicated, but now I guess that's why they say hindsight is always 2020. But when the voice talked to me, when the voice guided me, when the voice gave me the vision, it all became clear. Like, this movement isn't about me. This movement is about you. This movement is about all of us. For all of us out there that want to thrive and not stop doing the things we love, doing them at a much higher level than we think we can. Being a good fucking person. This movement is for everyone out there that feels like they've been looked down on because of the things that they like, and because of those things that, quote unquote, are not the norm of what everyone else does. But who gives a fuck? Screw those people. Let's become the best version of ourselves, but live a passionate life while doing it. That's what the heart of being a wide open warrior is all about. Like, I'm here to break the fucking stereotype of what these people think we are like. I'm here to help us evolve. I'm here to help us grow. I'm here to help us shine. I'm here to create a movement that fucking makes those motherfuckers say, wow, look at those people. Look at those group of individuals. Look at that group over there. They really got their shit together, man. They look so happy and they're thriving. That's the mission that I'm on. I'm on a mission to find others who want more out of life, but who refuse to abandon the core passions that bring us alive. Motorsports make me thrive. If you're watching, motorsports probably makes you thrive. And I know there's many of you out there that are just like me. The burning fuel, the engine shaking, the smell of rubber, the sound of the motor revving, the bouncing of the fucking limiter, the force you feel when you hold on to this fucking gas and engine, when you have something between you, a machine. That's what I refuse to give up ever. High performance runs deep in my blood, and I will fucking never stop pursuing it. God give me the strength to continue pursuing it, and to guide me, and to protect me, because it is a dangerous sport out there. It ain't for the weak heart, but it really helps us thrive and shine. I literally cannot leave anything fucking stock. And if right now you're like, oh man, that sounds like me too, then you're my fucking type of people. Like, leaving shit stock is boring as fuck to me. As soon as I get a new toy, man, I get the urge to start modifying immediately, to make it faster, to make it look cooler, to make it more unique, to give it my own flavor. Like, modifications are a must to me. And if you feel me right now, man, we're vibing. I really do. Like, here's some of the fleet that I currently have. I'm going to say we, because one of them is my wife, which originally the black one was my wife, and then I crashed it and we bought her a white one. But we have 2 Groms. Those are modified. The black one is stunted out because that's the one I ride now, and the white one has a lot of bolt-ons, exhaust, all that stuff. And my wife rides that one. I have a Ninja 636 that's all fully stunted out. That's like my full-time stunt bike. Do circle wheelies, do stoppies. This is actually a shirt from the homies in Orlando Alliance. Roll up. It's meant to, if you do stoppies, roll up doing a stoppie. If you're about that life, you know what's up. Love doing stoppies. I also have a Suzuki Gixxer 1000R. That one has, of course, modded too. That's actually my favorite bike I've had so far. It's so light and nimble, but it's one of the fastest bikes I've had. It's like, I love it. I really love it. It's kind of like my commuter bike. I bounce between that one and my Silverado. So my Silverado is kind of like, it is my daily driver. I have no other car besides it. And guess what? The Silverado, that motherfucker is modified heavily too. That one has been one of my biggest builds. That's a turbo V8. I love driving that thing. That thing makes close to 900 horsepower. So fun. Like, I love modifying everything that I have. Like, I also have an F-body Camaro, an SS. The last year they made that F-body, 2002. Love that car. And I'm actually working on bringing that one back to life. Like, it's a heavily modified race car, roll cage, gutting interior, the whole works. That one's a turbo V8 too. Like, that one, when I'm done with it, when it's coming back out, God willing, before the end of the year, I'm gonna keep working on that. That one is gonna be faster than my 1000. And I'm throwing it out there because my mom several weeks back was like, oh, you should just fix your car and stop riding your bikes, And I was like, Mom, my car is going to be faster than my 1000. My 1000 is pretty fast. She was like, no. I was like, yeah, well, I fucking love modifying shit, man. It really does. I just love it. And my wife drives a Jeep SRT. I think it's badass. It's all-wheel drive. She's fucking stoplight to stoplight killer. She always is racing me. You know what SRT actually stands for? Street Racing Technology. And that truck has some mods too. She's always, if we catch each other at a light, she'll take off on me quick because her truck does not peel out. It has all-wheel drive. It takes off fast. And my truck has way more mile an hour. My truck is way faster than hers, but it takes some time because it's spinning. It's only rear wheel drive. And as soon as she sees me coming up, she hits the brakes on me. So that's the funny thing there. But we love to modify things like motorsports, this passion that makes us thrive, it makes us feel alive. I genuinely feel that's why my wife and I have such a deep connection. We're 15 years plus, and because we both love motorsports. Like she rides, she races, she loves the things that I do. And if there's one thing you could take, and we'll talk about it in the relationship episode, is that find someone who loves doing the things that you love, because it makes spending time with them so much easier. I used to also have a Jeep XJ, and that was like my full-time mud toy, live kit, big tires, lockers, snorkel, like the whole thing. But the problem is I sold it because every time I would use it, I would break it. So I have a heavy foot. That's why they call me Wide Open Randy. And so I sold it before I broke it again. I fixed it. I fixed all the things that were wrong with it, and I sold it with in my mind to build something bigger for the mud. I want something more powerful. I want something with way more torque. I want something with a V8. I generally want something that when you step on the gas, it fucking wheelies. Like that's the type of toy I'm looking to build next. And bro, so I love modifying shit. I hope you're seeing. I just wanted to share my fleet so you can know and you can see that I fucking love this. I live this. I love modifying things so much that I even take things to the next level. Probably not on purpose, but even my fucking body is modified. Like my injuries, a lot of people are like, oh, you've been so many injuries. And I'm like, man, those are all lessons. Those are all battle scars. Those are all fucking lessons that I've learned of how to become a better rider. You would see good ass riders out there, like they don't got no injuries. 99% of the time, they're probably not that good rider. Last year, I broke my right scapula right here, broke it in half. Bam! Shoulder completely hanging. And so to put that back together, I have a huge scar on my back. It looks like like Jaws bit me. So they put two plates, one up here, one down here, with 12 screws holding that together. And now my scapula is fucking stronger than ever. Like I fucking feel like solid as fuck. And then my right leg, I broke that. I talked about that in a previous episode. I broke that. Tib and fib popped out, leg folded back. When they put it back together, they put a titanium rod, and I have a titanium rod from my knee to my ankle. And I think it's held together with 3 or 4 screws. And my leg feels stronger than ever, too. Like, if I'm going to kick someone, you best believe you're going to kick with that one. But I hope that you can see the vibe, the theme that keeping anything stock is boring as fuck. Like, fuck that shit. That's not what we're about. Like, when I say that high performance is a lifestyle, I hope that you see that I truly mean it, my friends. It really is. It's not like, and I took a pause there because this one might hurt some people, you know? Some people get all up in their feelings, but if you're still on here, that means that you're my type of people, and you're probably going to get a kick out of this one right here. I like, better yet, we like extreme sports because they only require one ball. Actually, let me say that again. I screwed that up. We like extreme sports because regular sports only require you to use one ball. And maybe with the second time you got it, maybe the first time you didn't get it. But if you got it, now you got it, and you know. And if it hurts you, hey, why don't you let both of them hang, bro? Because I'm driving the fucking checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling out all the motorsport enthusiasts out there, those who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from the fucking shit that's been holding us back and prove to the fucking world that they wish that they were like us. Those of you who made it to the end, you got yourself a freaking win, and I appreciate you, and I thank you for investing your time into the Live Wide Open podcast. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others improve is the mission that God has tasked me with. We are driven individuals breaking the fucking stereotype and working towards becoming the best versions that we can be. Join me on this journey while we help as many more sport enthusiasts as possible to create the best lives that we can imagine. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is Wide Open Randy. And if you felt any type of connection to this content that you just consumed, I ask that you please share this with one of your friends. Spread the love. And if you even want to take it to a step further, post this episode, post this cover on your story, and spread the message. Help us spread the word, because those are the actions that really help us just spread and just more people learn about the show. And my friends, guess I'll catch you on the next episode. But till then, make sure that you live life wide open. Peace.